Right, that's working. Right, so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing Mario Kart, and we're going to be doing 50cc and 100cc all the way through. Well, I'm going to try to anyway. I've only got 2 hours, so let's see how this goes. Let's see if the sound is here. There we are. Okay. 50cc. Who should we choose? I'm feeling in a Donkey Kong mood. I think we'll just go with the normal kart, but with the small wheels, so we get the added drift. And I don't want to go all out with the gold parachute. I shall go with just the normal one, and we'll start off with the mushroom cup. I've got a cup of coffee, so let's get cracking. Do do do. Got a good boost off the line. Drift into the corner. Collect an item. Unfortunately, what I wanted to do was pick up coins, and I didn't do that. Oh well, we should be okay. You know, I've seen racers, what they do sometimes is they keep the coins on them to protect themselves for when the ghosts come and to pinch one of their items. But I sometimes have trouble changing quickly in between one and the other, and this is my preferred line through here. We take a wide drift, so we get off there and we get an added boost. So 2 boosts in one. Let's go and get these coins that I missed out. And then I've also seen that if you do a couple of jumps after your mini boosts, that it actually aids you to keep that boost for just a tiny bit longer. Doesn't make a great deal of difference over the long term, especially when you're getting blasted with items, but like on speed runs and things, it would work out very good. Ah, there we are. Good old blast of lightning, turning 50cc into 25cc. Not much point taking the ramp there, is there? Oh, here we are, first lagger. So we're going to get lapped there. Prime example. I've not been able to keep any items, but that's okay because we've got that mushroom there. Oh, another mushroom. Excellent. That'll aid our speed. So we've lapped up to 10th place now. No! Blue shell, damn blue shell. Oh, what's this? Oh, I didn't spot that properly. I thought I had another blue shell, or even worse, a red shell coming up. But obviously he wanted to unlap himself, so that's perfectly fine. There we go, coin collected. I've not went wide enough to take my preferred line. That was quite easy, wasn't it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do 50cc, then 100cc, and then next time I'm on 150cc, and it's quite difficult. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to do that in a one session, possibly 2 or 3 hours, and then on the next session after that is we will also do 200cc. But I think that's probably going to take us over 2 sessions. And then after that, the mirror one. I don't know why, but I just prefer doing it in that order. Another sip of glorious coffee. As a general rule, I'm not overly fussed with races that have water in them. But there are some good setups that allow you to go quicker through water, because when you go through water, you're actually slowing the kart down a little bit. So I have been watching some speed runs where they have I don't know what it's called, that buggy with the wings on. And they have the small wheels like I've got now, because the small wheels actually allow you to get that drift a bit quicker. I can't remember what the parachute is that they use, but all of it is designed to optimise the water speed, and it's good for races that come a little bit further on. I'll show you as we go along. Oh, naughty, naughty! I'm now so far ahead, it doesn't really matter what actually happens, but I would prefer to be bigger. Get those items there. Oh. Fluffed that up, I was aiming for those mushrooms. There we are. Collect those all-important coins. Always concentrate on getting those coins, because that is what gets you the top speed. He says driving straight past them. Protection. Always remember, the first rule of Mario Kart is to protect your backside, because you're going to get hit by everything coming. I don't have my little helper. Last stream we had, my son joined us. He's very excited about streaming and things, but he's far too young to start. I think it's 13 or over that you start streaming. So I was very excited to sit in there, but this is me anyway. Sneak through, and again, we have no problems whatsoever. I'm going to grab those coins just because I didn't grab them last time. I grab those mushrooms as I fly through, just for a laugh. No better reason than just for a laugh. Tend to lie back in my chair a little bit, so I'm just getting that camera angle right. This is my second stream, by the way, so it's a whole new experience for us. Obviously, I'm quite old. I'm at 45, which is quite old for a streamer, I believe. But I've seen other people my age do it, and I just thought, well, why not? My son's been talking about streaming, and so I've got to learn about it. Otherwise, how can I help him when he gets a bit older and able to do his own streams? I don't know whether what he wanted to do was he wanted to do YouTube or what have you, but awesome. I took an okay line through there. Now we're going to swing out wide, collect these coins, or at least try to. I was making it sound as if I was doing the effort there. Alright, get rid of that coin. I should have our defences there. It's not good me being so far out in the lead because I can't collect all the mushrooms and show you the shortcuts, but fairly sure everyone knows the shortcuts by now. The game's been out for a long, long time. Take a wide drift into the corner, straight away go into a counter drift, and then we should cut that corner quite close. Oh, get that banana behind us. Oh, wonder what happened. Try to collect all of those coins. We've got 10 now, so we're at absolute maximum speed. Which, of course, for 50cc isn't very much, but I've just been finishing all of the time trials to get the gold tyres, and I've been doing the 200cc version. So this is like slow motion. But I've got to show all of this, so we're starting out right from the very start, and we're collecting all of these, going through all of the Grand Prix, and then we're going to go through all of the time trials and things. And it was doing this that allowed me to get quite good. And the other day I quite surprised myself because I was doing the online version where we were battling there. It was global, and I managed to win 4 times. So I was very, very happy about that. Like the previous times I've been on, I've been getting consistently 9th place. I'm actually going to move the camera after this race so that you can see what lap I'm on and how many coins I've got, because I've just realised that I've blanked it out entirely. There we go. Let's get this shifted, shall we? There we go, that should be alright. Excellent, and we're nearly done. The very first one. We'll keep at it. It's a glorious day. I don't know what it's like in the rest of the world. But I've popped down to my allotment. That's why I'm called Allotment Warrior. I have an allotment, many, many chickens. Big powerful drift around this corner, and again go into a counter drift straight away. And we're already getting a good gap. I like to take this left-hand line. Even when the middle opens, I still take that left-hand line. And we jump here, which gets a power boost, then we'll drift into this corner, collect those coins, go into a counter drift, and then we're going to have a massive drift out to the side, which will then shoot us across here. Now, I don't know whether you know, but you can actually angle it while it's flying, so you can push it down towards the floor, and it'll connect to the floor. Once you're in the air, you actually lose velocity, so it's in your own best interest to get down to that ground as quickly as humanly possible. Shot that shell out behind me to attempt to catch any stragglers, but the rest of the field is way, way behind. Again, the middle's open, but I'm just going to take this left-hand side one. Oh! Stealing a shell, but it doesn't really matter, because when you're in first place anyway, the shells that you get, the weapons that you get, are all about defense rather than attack. Further back in the field you get, the more powerful weapons you get. And they're all aimed towards attack. Especially that damn blue shell that just wipes you out every time. That's not problematic now in these smaller Grand Prix, but when it gets to 150cc, it's chronic. You see that ghost came and stole, whereas if I had the coin at the front, all it would be able to do was to steal that coin at the front rather than the item that I had prepared. Maybe I should take the order. Go on the wide drift now. Out to the side. What we're trying to do is trying to get as much power boosts as we possibly can. I'm going to have to try and jump to make it. Oh no! My first major baby. Right, let's hold that shell behind me. Always making sure that we try to maximise wherever possible all the power boosts that we have. Glorious coffee. Can't beat it at this time of day. The reason that I stream now rather than a bit later on is because I've got the school run. So I'm also going to have lunch as well, and I would only have like a couple of hours in the afternoon in order to be able to do it, but I would cut my time short and getting the school run done. So this is how we're doing it for the time being until I can figure out some sort of better schedule. Well, to be honest, some sort of schedule at all. Gotta shut off the webcam. I'm not sure what like the volume on the webcam. I'm pretty sure that you can hear the TV in the background, but that's only to be expected. Right. There we go. So I got the first 3 stars on the 50cc. Let's get cracking to the next one, shall we? As you can see, I've already done this, but I'm just showing you that... Well, I don't know what I'm showing. Right. Let's choose Mr. Waluigi. Saying Waluigi there. Let's go for a different one. Keeping the tyres though. I like the tyres. Not messing with the tyres. Add onto the flower cup. This is one of my favourite ones. One of my favourite tracks. We'll go onto a big drift around this corner, cutting it as finely as we can. And then we're going to go a counter drift straight away. And already we're miles ahead. Try to avoid this piranha plant. We're going to cut the corner again as fine as we can. This enables us to take a faster line as the crow flies. So we'll try to cut the corner as finely as we can. Good. Drift in the other direction. I didn't quite cut the corner as finely as we could. But again, cutting the corner, but drifting out to avoid this piranha plant, but not taking the flying line, because it slows us down. Oh dear. Drifting out to the side. Being careful to avoid the banana. We'll want to get as many coins as possible to enable us to get top speed. But we're cheesing it anyhow. Shell to protect our backsides, and City Ghost has pinched everything. But at least we got the banana back. But again, we'll take that extra white line and we are avoiding flying because contact with the road increases our speed. Cut that nice and fine, clipping that curb. No piranha plant on this turn, on this time round, so I can cut that corner nice and fine. Again, we're going over these ramps to make sure that we get the speed boosts. Nicely done. See that last place? Sneaking around the side there. And oh, go on! No, 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 no! No! Oh, finished! Get in! Sorry, I do vape, so from time to time you'll see me disappearing off the side of the camera. But I'm trying to make this as child friendly as possible. There will be no bad language at all, ever. Until we reach 200cc, probably, but that's not the point. Now on this course I've still got a little work to do, especially on the higher velocities like the 200cc. And I'll show you which point I'm working on at the minute. Take a nice drift around here and then we'll catch these flying bonuses. Yeah. Boom. If I was to take a wider line through there, I would have got the power boost. It's here, this one. I keep on flying up here. Oh, this isn't good for a demonstration, is it? I keep on flying up here, losing control, zooming across here, and smashing into that far wall on the left-hand side. And that means that I can't get as fast as I can. Oh. I'm sabotaging myself. No, I can't get the I can't get as fast as I would like on the time trials. Now, if you drift off here onto the right, you see these 4 little notches here, and you could hit them all, and you get far more boost than you would do if you were heading down the middle to the right or down that little left-hand side alleyway there. Again, once you increase your velocity, starting to go like 150cc, 200cc, that becomes quite impossible to do. You can only hit that. You can only hit that like 2 of them, and then you start drifting out into the middle. And then you hit another one, and you can jump off the top of the trams as well. So it just becomes a little bit more showy. There, so you can do it perfect. I'm sure it's all got something to do with braking and timing and all of the other stuff that I'm not able to do right now. But practice makes perfect, doesn't it? Again, 4 glorious boosts. Power into the corner for a good drift. Power out for a longer drift. Hopefully we're going to get the yellow one. Oh no. Die everyone behind me. And again, we were going full velocity there. We're going to take the top route and we're going to jump off this part here. Drift around. We're going to jump off this one and continue drifting. So you get a lot of speed if you take that top line versus the lower line that I was taking at the start. I just hit the brakes there because I was going a little bit out of control. Good. Beating the tram. Take a little quicker line through here. There we are. Purple power up. Oh dear. Miss one of them due to tardy driving. There we are. Put a banana down for nothing more than a bit of a laugh. Now we are most of the way there to completing the second one. We're half an hour in, so I don't know what how that's going to affect my dream of doing 100cc as well. But we can but try. Fortune favours the brave. Now don't forget, with the ripple and floors along here, you can get your power boost. There. I prefer to have a mushroom because there's a shortcut just on that left hand side between the bookshelves. There we are, and this line gives us all of the coins that we need. Normally, if you're after coins, we have to cut this quite fine, which is really difficult at higher speeds. Again, we're going to angle it upwards, so it's going to take us in that top route. I'm going to get the maximum drift possible through there. I'm also going to go underneath there to cut that corner a little bit finer and give us a few extra seconds of glorious speed. There we are, we should be able to get 2 boosts if we're right. Oh, no, not. Drift around this corner. We've already got 10 coins. Never even noticed that. And tried to... oh. I was going to say try to maximise the opportunities for getting these drifts in and the mini power boosts. And now we're down on... coins, cut that corner really fine, but we manage it, and we'll angle up on the control pad, and that takes us into the upper route. Now we're going to take that mushroom off and cut the corner because I was going to get pounded flat. Now, I've got the... oh, hell. I had the sound thing that would have enabled me to have protection against the blue shark. So far, they don't appear to have fired it yet. There we go. Collect all of those coins and we're back to full velocity. And again, we should always practice getting as close to these corners as possible, because that is the racing line. But it's okay because I'm so far ahead that nothing that they can possibly do can affect me. So there we go, just a little bit of angling there. That's all I needed to do. And that's the difference in between taking the top route and the bottom route. Oh, okay. Everyone can have a banana. Haha, Waluigi. So which character should we choose next? I like this one. I'll get sneaky tip with this one as well. Again, I won't be able to show you the shortcuts because of lack of mushrooms, but we can certainly have some fun. Get the maximum power boost off the line by pressing as soon as the tube appears, really, as what we do is press and it gains your maximum power boost. The later you leave it, the less power boost you get. Oh! Where's everyone? Still miles behind. So what we do is the water's rushing towards you as you rush up that waterfall. So in order to reduce the resistance, is you jump. Keep on jumping. The bunny hops will help you reduce the drag effect of the water. Now what we can do is take that top line, is we can pull up on our joysticks, or Joy-Cons, and that'll get to a higher flight, and we can take that top route, which is quicker but only after you perfect it properly. I'm still learning that. Especially like the higher speeds, it's alright in these lower speeds, but the higher speeds are more of a challenge to control. Ah, sneaky. Already letting the bananas. And again, we're going to come quite close into that corner, try to collect those coins, and then we're going to bounce like our life depends on it. Don't try and change and like swap over while you're doing that, because you just go all over the shop. You don't need to do it on the way down, because obviously the water is pushing you down. And I'm going to try and take that sneaky little shortcut there. Oh! Sorry, fluffed that up, but you can see how that's taken. I'm quite glad that we did it. There's one more shortcut that's on this corner towards the right hand side. I'll try and point that to you as we go through for the final time. Oops. Too much talking, not enough paying attention. Right, drifting around. Into here. Yes! Powered speed, as Jeremy Clarkson would say. I think I got 2 mushrooms there, so yeah, don't attempt to correct yourself. I always did it. Unless you're very confident, it's not going to work out for you. You can see that I was doing tiny course corrections there. Oh, glorious mushroom. I'm going to try to take that route and do it a little more, with a little bit more finesse than I did last time, and we failed gloriously. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I've forgotten to point out the shortcut. But if you see on here, you can see a little bit of a cutout on the track there, and you have to aim for that. As you go, you take the lower route, and it's that, like, you know, the shortcut that we did, we took the higher route and then we took the lower route. If you take the lower route, you'll see some stones, 2 pillars on the left and the right hand side, and you have to take a little bit of a drift, go into it with a mini boost, and then at 50cc you'll have to have a mushroom, and then you power through it, jump, and you'll end up across the other side. So cutting that corner out entirely, which is very handy. So there we go, second one, the Flower Cup, 3 stars, job's a good one. I think what we're doing is this works our way towards getting the gold Mario. Again, I've already got the gold Mario, but... Right, let's figure out which cart we're going to do next. I'm just going to take a roughly slurp of coffee. Too early to be run out coffee. I'm just going to take a Veb, so I'll be off camera for a second. Right, what are we choosing? Hi, FranXD. How's it going? I think we got Bowser. Thank you very much, Fran. Much appreciated. Let's see. Aha, this one. It's from Mario 3D World, isn't it? I'm going to keep with the small tyres because we like our drift. Now we're going to go with the Animal Crossing kart, why not? Star Cup, yes, that's right. So there's a couple of sneaky tricks that I use on this one. share as well. First one is right here, right at the very start. What we're going to do is most people will come across here, will drift into the corner, release, and then jump to get the little power boost. But you can just keep on over the corner and get a yellow drift, which I think makes it a little bit quicker. And then go to jump up here, drift around the corner as you would normally do, and then I take the lower route. Well, then we're going to take the higher route because that gets us the coins quicker. I could take the right angle, but that's alright. Oh, I've already got the 10 coins, everything's fine. Now we're going to take these spinny boosters, I'm not really sure what they're called. Try to gain the little power boost as quickly as possible. And then I like to get into the drift straight away. And what we're going to aim for is this part here, and we're going to jump. And again, shaves off a few milliseconds. Now I'm going to properly show you how this drift's done. And we get the yellow drift, which allows us a much longer drift. Oh, that could have been bad. We're going to get this power, but we're going to go down the lower route of... I've got nothing to defend myself with, so if they wanted to take me out, I could quite happily do it. Now, I don't know whether you noticed on the left-hand side there, the second shortcut. Again, I'll point that out on the next lap if I remember. Ooh! It's okay, it's going to pull me along. I'm going to lose all of my speed though. I've tried to get into that drift in the corner, get that mini power boost, and then we're going to try to take this exit. Oh, smashed it. Aced it. This is what most people do. That gives us a little power boost, but if you notice, nowhere near as long as the other one that we got. And then towards the left-hand side there, you'll see that little jetty of island there, that tiny little one. That's the other one that you can take, but you have to have a mushroom in order to be able to take it, unless you're on 50, like 200, 150cc, 200cc, and you can actually manually just bounce across it. Again, we're going to try not to be in the air for as long as, like, I'm going to try to reduce the amount of time that we're in the air. Take a sneaky little drift in the corner because there was no good choice there. And again, we absolutely ace it. Takes a bit of time and practice, basically. It was this Grand Prix that I was talking about that has the little buggy with the wings, the small tyres, and I think that it was just a normal paraglider, and that optimises your performance. On this one, you don't want to be jumping out the water, so you take the sneaky little side routes here. And this reduces airtime, which increases your speed. And then, one of the best lines I've found is this sneaky little one to the side. You can get power boosts off the water jets, and a power boost off the side there. You want to take the middle of this one, and then we're going to start jumping along the spine. We should be able to get 3 power boosts. Oh, we could have got 4 there if I was being good. Then we're going to drift around this corner. This corner here, particularly in the 200cc, is ridiculous to be able to master. Took me absolutely ages to get the hang of it. again, we're just going to take that sneaky little side route. A bit more out of the water than I would have liked. But that second one I always seem to ace for some particular reason. Right, and again we're going to take this sneaky little side route. Remember, just as you go on up on those little plumes to get that boost. Oh, just about to get chinned. Remember, you can't jump when you're small. I forgot about that. But you can see that that it was perfectly possible to get 3 jumps there. But it is really difficult to get the hang of it, especially at the higher speeds as well. I know I keep on harping on about that. Oh. Just missed out on those mushrooms. No! Lost all of my coins now. Oh! Forgot to defend myself. Better late than never. I've seen on the speed runs that they forget about the middle ones, the front, like the front 2 of those ones, and then just go for the back ones. I'm not sure what that's all about. But I assume that those like the front 2 always seem to get me out of the water, whereas the last one I can stay within the water, and that helps maximise the speed. 3 power boosts. Oh, here's the blue one. I'm just going to drop that behind, just in case anyone's quick. They're not. They're really trying, aren't they? Always have something in reserve. As much as you can. I can't remember which one's up next. Oh, I like this one. 4th favourite, this one. Ironically, the car goes very well with this track. And again, we're trying to reduce the amount of time that we spend up in the air, so we're pushing down on that control pad, getting it down to the ground as quickly as possible. We're going to transition into the second drift, and then as soon as it straightens out, we're just going to go for it. Yeah, you can have that shell. Going to get these spinny drifts. This one's very difficult to get. You either go too close and get blasted into a wall, which then slows you down, or you get too close into the wall to start off with, and then that really slows your progress down. There's a really fine line that you've got to find the balance for, which quicker finger work would have done better there, but don't forget the sneaky little speed boost here. I prefer not to have the item hanging off the back, because I get confused. It's like, I'm sounding like a stuck record, but especially at the higher speeds when you're trying the brakes on as well on a 200cc, it's very difficult to master it. I think that the more you play, obviously, the better you become, and the more things become instinctive. And I think that that would certainly help. I've been playing it for quite a bit now. Ooh, didn't see that until the last second. Really keeping me in check on this one, aren't they? Where am I? Toadette. Toadette's the closest one behind me. We're going to attempt to get some protection and some coins because we are desperately short of the coins, which means we're nowhere near our top speed. Ooh! The Mario Kart gods hate whoever's in the lead, and that's honestly. Well, I'm not going to mess this one up. He says, oh! I do like Mr. Scooty for this one. He seems to get all of the good drifts. There we go. Aced it again. Like there's certain Grand Prix which are always far more difficult to get than others, and this is another, like this one in particular is quite a difficult one to do, but I quite like the whole drifty aspect of it. A bit like the Yoshi circuit. The Yoshi circuit's really nice for just drifting around, and I really don't like this Grand Prix at all. A lot of people seem to like it, like when you're online and doing the gameplay and stuff, what happens is that loads of people choose this, so you're always railroaded into doing it. And just because I don't like it doesn't mean to say that I haven't perfected it. I do like the shortcut on this one. Again, because I've got the smaller wheels, I'm able to get the speed boosts a lot quicker. I'm going to turn this top line. Might as well. I'm not going to take the top line there because I need to prepare for this little shortcut. Perfect. So, let's see if I can ace this one. Don't forget, off those waterfalls you can get the speed boosts. Like so. We can also cut the corners a heck of a lot closer than what I've been doing as well. So there's lots of time to be able to be made up here. And again, if you jump, you take out that side resistance. Counter drift, so we're going to drift outwards instead of cutting it fine. Go into here, and then don't forget we can jump off these logs and get those speed boosts in there. And then smash into a tree. It's always a temptation to drift around all of these corners, but it's not necessarily the quickest. And then here, we can get lots and lots of power boosts. Oh! I've just blown myself up. Now, let's take a sneaky look at the map. No, they're still far behind. I have nothing to worry about. Oof. That was harsh. Not often that happens. But again, I mean, you can see how far I am in the lead here. There we are, completely aced. And 3 stars. I don't like viewing myself in these races. I don't know why. I must think it's a modest or something. Right, that's the next one. Who shall I pick next? I know. For normal Bowser, let's have dry Bowser. And we'll do that one. What's it called? Boogie Bud. I like the wheels. The wheels, these like the small wheels, as well as giving power boosts. What we need to look out for is tire grips as well, for the off-road aspect. That helps gain more control when going through water and things like that. And we'll go for the clouds. Why not? So it's Special Cup. Now I've seen in this one, with speed runs, I'll show you when we come to it, but like close, like to the centre where the ship is, they'll take alternate lines in between the left and the right in order to gain their coins. Take a slightly wider line in order to get those coins. So to take that line to start off with, in order to build up the coin supply, and then the next run through, they take the right hand side line, and the right hand side line is far quicker. Go into a drift, come out here. Oh no! I felt so confident that we were getting it as well. Got to make sure I miss those mushrooms. What I tend to find is that the computer can see which line you're likely to take, and will put the... oh, I've just taken that out of habit. To find your line, the line that you prefer to take, and they'll make sure that they put the banana skins down there in order to sabotage. So it's always wise to try and change up wherever possible the line that you take. And I'm going to try and take that right hand side line. Maybe that line isn't to take in 50cc. I'm going to try to take it one more time. Well, obviously I've got one more shot at it, haven't I? That's a perfect line to take through there. There we are. Took it. Really going to get affected by ghosts, but the wheel throttle. Well, didn't really want to do it. Struck by lightning, thunderstruck. What I need for this one is AC/DC Thunderstruck to play. It is one of the best musics of the game, apart from to go full tilt without the. Oh, see, I would have made it. It was the drift that was slowing us down. Because initially when you go into a drift sideways, and that actually slows you down. It's the power boost after that's what you want. Maybe I wasn't getting it right. But trust me, 100cc will be on it. I reckon 100cc will have to wait until next time. Copy that. Power drift into this one. Doesn't really matter about getting the power drifts around here, I found. There we are. Have a banana. And what we did, this is a quick transition. Grand Prix, I would call it a chicane, I think. It's perfectly okay to drift around here, but as soon as you get into the higher ones, it becomes quite impossible to master. Take these spinning ones, power boost, take the spinny thing, power boost across here. Should be able to take the top line, but I've never been able to actually manage to stay on that rod. I'll practice that. Maybe show that off at a different point. Now, because I've got this this sound box, which will prevent them from being able to throw blue shells, I'm thoroughly expecting to get struck by lightning. So, I'm not going to bother trying to... Case in point. The game doesn't want you to be defended. Try and take as better a line as I can, and then we're going to drift and then drift out, because this plant will absolutely devastate you given half the chance, and there, perfect line. Into this corner. Oh my god. Oh, I just missed it. And I've just realised that I've got absolutely no coins at all. I've not been paying attention to them. Now, shortcuts. You can see the shortcut in the middle there. When you're at such slow speeds, you'll need a mushroom to be able to get that one effectively. The next shortcut. Oh! I do like using that technique to be able to flatten you, to make sure that you're slow and that you've got no items to back yourself up. It's a horrible one. So the next shortcut is up there. You can see that wooden platform, and that gets you a lot quicker. And then, if by some miracle you manage to get a mushroom, you can zoom through that little gap there in the fence over the grass. And that's 3 possibilities of shortcuts. So you can actually go very, very fast on this one. Just recently, on the time trials, I've managed to get this this down quite well. But I would recommend getting all of the time trials done and dusted under your belt. It gets you the gold tyres. So you power jump off that, and because you're going quite slowly, you can maintain it quite well. Now, it's just a matter of combination drifts through here that will gain you the best possible speed. I was too busy trying to avoid it. I should have just went straight round. It's all about combination drifts as this track. And remember, with the wibbly of the track, you can gain power boosts just by doing little mini jumps. It's this bit that tricked me, but you don't drift around that side at all. You drift around here, trying to take as wide a line as you possibly can without getting absolutely murdered by those shells, by the rock that falls down. Then you get a power boost here. Drift into the corner, release, go into a boost, and that gives you that jump there. It's quite a drifty track. Like, there's a lot of obstacles and a lot of things that could take you wrong, but it's very like that Yoshi track. That is my favourite. Die! Oh no! Too late. The reactions of an old man, that was. And I'll show you what I mean here. We go down to the ground and then take that drift as wide as we're there, because it's quite easy to get crushed by that giant boulder. And I'm keeping a hold of this coin. I was just about to say I'm keeping a hold of this coin in case I get attacked by ghosts, but instead I get whacked by the lightning. Oh God, that was close. Silly ghost. Oh. There's not a great deal of shortcuts here. But it is a very technical course. Go on then, have a banana. I'll let you. There we are, most of our way through it now. I think what I'll do is, I was expecting the 50cc to be a lot, like go through it a lot quicker. So what we'll do is we'll do 50cc this time, 100cc next. So now, big wide drift, cut that corner nice and fine, and we'll jump straight into another drift as quickly as we can because it's so easy to lose control. Now what we're going to do is this always goes in the same place, so we're going to jump, drift, I'll get both of those power boosts. Sneaky shortcut coming straight up. I'm going to drift around this side, and you see the spinny bit there? I'm going to go just to the right of that, get that power boost, and jump down onto that track. Now, how to handle this corner correctly at speed is we get that power boost and then jump into the inside and drift. Drift like a maniac. Don't take that outside line because that outside line is just death itself. So we'll cut that corner nice and fine. Get right into the corner. Nice drift. And avoiding the banana because it's seen that I take this route. Have a banana. I hear the blue shell. Come straight across, get that power boost, drift into that corner, try to get that. You just have to consistency really. Oh, there you go, another banana, straight on the driving line. And again there. This game learns quick. That's why you change it up. You can't ever take the same line twice. There we go. Just as I was saying, you take that first boost, cut that corner nice and fine, and you end up just wide enough to be able to release that power boost at the end of that corner. So, drift wide, go in nice and fine, second drift into that corner. Oh, another blue shell. But I must admit I have an unfair advantage. Right, let's take this top route, and then what we're going to do is we're going to drift into that bottom roof. Oh! My life. Don't know how this is going to affect me jumping off. Ah, can't do it. Not when I'm small. But that doesn't matter. We're very far in the lead now. So here, about here, we're going to drift into it, take that first boost nice and wide, and then we're going to cut that corner as closely as we dare, drift out the outside, and throw that shell behind us. And there we go, another one done. I think the next stream after this I'm going to be doing on Thursday, and I'm just going to make it an Animal Crossing one. I've been playing on Animal Crossing pretty much since it came out. But what happens is I keep on reaching 5 stars, and then thinking, well, what next? What do I do next? And like, I've built some fabulous islands, and I went for very structured to start off with, and then I went very loose and had a very nature-like one where there was loads and loads of trees and like, hard to describe. But we'll have to see what I do this time round, because every time you do it, you do something different. You learn something new. Who are going to be next? I think it'll be Ludwig. And we're going to go for the shoe. So I quite like the shoe. Not the best for drifting, but... Oh! Drifty one. Should I change it? I'll change it to Mr. Scooty. Just because this is a very drifty one. Extremely drifty. You've got Yoshi Circuit, which is extremely drifty, and then a few others as well. And basically you're in a drift for pretty much the entire time, apart from a straight, like one straight. There's shortcuts, sneaky little shortcuts that you can take. Without getting the mushroom though, I can't show you properly. Maybe I'll do some like time trials and stuff and show at a later date what I'm going to do. I'll go through the entire pack, go into a drift straight away, counter drift straight away. I'm just going to keep that drift through the corner. You see that waterfall to the right? That is where the shortcut was. So you have to basically drift through it, and I'm going to keep on drifting all the way through. And you just go on from one drift to another drift to another drift. Now what you can do at higher speeds is you can cut out behind that piranha plant. What we're going to do is we're going to just jump over that middle section there, which allows us to get some speed. We're going to drift to the outside, and we're going to take this line that allows us to get even more of a power boost. And we're going to get that shell behind us in order to protect our backsides. Oh, blue shell attack! Managed to get all of the coins back, which is exactly what I wanted. But again, back into that drift, so there's only 2 real sections where you're not drifting this track. The music for this is spectacular. I've got, I work from home, and sometimes you want music on in the background, because I've got tinnitus as well, so you got that strange ringing in your ears, and what I normally do is, well, what I used to do is I used to put running water, but that always makes you want to go to the toilet a lot, so I decided to have Mario Kart in the background, like this music in the background, and it's just superb. Problem is you can't concentrate because you're bouncing your head all the time. So I managed to like jazz cafes and things like that. I quite like listening to. I think it's jazz hop. Things that like to kind of disappear in the background. Now there's loads and loads of opportunities to be able to cut the corner, but you do need mushrooms in order to be able to do it. It's not so much an issue when you reach the higher speeds, which seems to be my mantra. There we go, lapped everyone to last. I'll tell you what I was noticing the other day is I quite like Zelda games. Just bought the not just bought, sorry. I play a lot on Breath of the Wild. I've clocked it 3 times already. And so I was taking a nosy about because I noticed that what's the one that's just came out recently on the Switch? Is it it's like the prequel to them all. Oh, Skyward Sword, that was it. Oh, that took a lot of that took a lot of getting out. But yeah, that was very, very popular, and then all of a sudden it's absolutely nosedived in popularity. But it's a really long-winded game, I've noticed. Whereas with Breath of the Wild, it's very, very open. It captures the spirit that was first attempted in the Ocarina of Time. I thought that went Ocarina of Time. God, I had that back in the day when it first came out. It was fantastic. I never managed to complete it, but I never really had the attention span to be able to cope with like all of the dungeons and things. Like I think that what I certainly wanted to do was to try and complete everything as best I can. But so, like, I was very, very young at that point, and I couldn't wrap my head around some of the riddles and things. But for me, it's still like a magnificent game. So I was wanting to do streams on Breath of the Wild as well, kind of in a similar vein to this, like trying to show shortcuts and well, you can't do shortcuts in Breath of the Wild, but like it third time through on the runs, I found the guy that sold the mask. Like, you can wear masks that allow you to walk unchallenged through bokoblins and things like that, and I'd never discovered it before. Like, done the game 3 times, but never discovered it before. So I was quite keen to show that as well. But then, I've just discovered something magnificent. I've been digging in the Ben's toy cupboard. Ben, child, Finley, I had my son. And I've got my old Wii. And I've got Mario Kart for the Wii and old Animal Crossing as well. So I was thinking about doing like some videos on those as well, like in the retro gaming, which I thought would be really cool. Like I've been watching some of the older Zelda games. There was Zelda Link's Awakening, and there was another one as well which I was really enjoying. I'm just learning all about randomizers as well. Right, so jump off that one first of all to get your power boost, into the slide, that's your next power boost, and then get that one as well. Now if you're after the coins, you should really take a much wider line through there. And then if you're going to get the sneaky shortcut, you go like this and go across, but you're going to fall down there because I don't have the velocity. The next next one you can go through is this one. Cut this corner with the with a mushroom, and you can zoom around there. You jump here, go into a drift. You should be able to get most of these spinny tops. And then on the lower speed you can get all three of those. Higher speed, looking at 2 maximum. Next one is this corner here, where that grass was. You can get the mushroom, cut the corner nice and tight, and that allows you to get much higher speed. I'll cut that corner fantastic. This is the line I should have taken to get all of the coins, and then we're going to get... Oh, come on. Oh. Now, because I've left that shell behind, I'm hoping that, and that acts as a sabotage to the people behind me, slow them down, enabling me to get back up to top speed. Have you noticed how as soon as I got those, how I got those 2 boxes, that the first thing that happened was it took them off me. It doesn't want me to have enough weapons to be able to defend myself. It wants a more closer base. Can't blame it, it's more exciting, but we'll get excitement when we get to 150cc. Hey, some mushrooms. Trying to get that corner as neatly as possible. Nice. And then I've got Mario Galaxy for the Wii as well. But I just need to get a different adapter for my video card. It's all food for thought at a different time. Drifty, drifty. We got most of them and a power boost as well. But again, we've got the coin that's going to protect us against ghosties. However, it's more likely that we'll have lightning strike than anything else. But there we go, done. I like the drag and drift where it's a heck of a challenge on 200cc. Heck of a challenge. You've got to get your braking and everything exactly right. It takes a while to get your fingers used to the new positions and things. Because for each one that you jump up to, like 150cc and 200cc, it's a different driving technique to how you learn in 50 and 100cc. Mute City, like this one. Again, I won't be able to show you the shortcuts, but I can point you in the right direction. Because when you're out in the lead, it doesn't give you the mushrooms. Again, we're trying to get all of the power boosts and drift through that first corner. You don't drift around any of these corners. You get far more control if you don't. and you don't get the power boosts anyway, so it's not really worth it. Hitting all of those, we're going to jump there, and we're going to go through that in order to get us the coins. Spinny boosts, all three. You get there now. As you see to the right hand side where the green stops, there is a shortcut. However, you don't want to take that if you don't have mushrooms. Your next little shortcut is through that grey area there to your right, and then through that grey area again to your right there, sorry, to your left, and then your right and then. So you're going to go through here, we're going to go, take a wider line to get some coins, and then we're going to go back on the power, get the power boosts, jump through here, yeah. We've got 100s there, 100, we've got 10 coins. We're going to get these speed buffs, we're not going to drift through these corners at all, more control. And then this time round we're going to take the power and not bother about the power up zones. Drift around the corner, oh, let's see. It's learnt that my favourite place of the track to drive, so it's placed a banana there to trip me. Now, famous last words, I'm keeping that coin in my hand in case of ghosties. However, it's far more likely that I'm going to get a lightning strike to take that out, and I jumped over that little power boost instead of taking the power boost. I'll leave that banana there, and hopefully that will take out one of them. I was wanting to get a power boost there, which is why I was trying to drift, but it just didn't work. Go. Back on the power. Oh, and I should have noticed that I've got that all of my coins are away, and I should have taken that. Oh, and I should have taken the coin collection route, but it doesn't matter. I am by far and wide really, really far away from everyone else. Because I've got that Sonic thing, it would have normally have taken that away from me. But I was so close to the end, it must have taken pity on me. Just go There we go, 4 stars. 3 stars. Not sure where the 4 came from. That's probably what I think I deserve. 4 stars. No highlights. Too modest for that. It's lunchtime in the UK. I'm feeling hungry. So, what are we going to go for? I think that we'll go for a squiddy. Quite liking pink of late, I don't know why. Ooh. No, we're going to go for the squidmobile. Small tyres, and I quite like that. Okay, so we've got Crossing Cup. I know a great deal of people have problems with the baby track and the last one. Myself included. Like, I don't like to get involved in a good, like, in the fray of things. I like to either be at the front or at the front. Sometimes it's impossible, like 150cc is so competitive and the about 200cc is just madness. Oh, too busy talking, not enough paying attention. Right, I'm going to climb through the back anyway. Try to get those coins. It's not weapons I'm interested in, it's coins. Oh, God, I nearly took myself out on those bananas. But on this track, I will always defend myself. It's not a technical track at all. I had to take her out, it was just asking for it. You see, it's absolute chaos trying to get involved in the middle of this. And it's always best to avoid the middle as well. The middle of the track, the blue shell's going to come around and knock you out. And also, the bullet bills are all going to just plough through you. So always try to stick to either the right or the left. You see this bullet bill going to fly past. Don't trust Shy Guys. Again, we're going to go into full defense mode. God, that was close. Bullet bill. Oof. I didn't realise we were so close to finishing. We did well, but yeah, on the baby track, just try to stay either to the right or the left. Don't get involved in the middle at all. What's the next track? Memory span of a goldfish. That's me. This one. I was trying to do the speed run on this one. Must have been 15 attempts. In order just to try and beat the Nintendo time. Because you need to beat the Nintendo times in order to get the gold tyres. You just got to try and get in the craters, and then you can get the speed bumps and the speed boosts in the craters. But then the most challenging part of it is down here towards the bottom. First of all, you've got to get past this one, so you minimise air time, drift around the corner, get that boost, get that one in the little crevice, then go around the corner, and just to your right you can see that little ledge. That's the one that you want to take if you want to get the shortcut. To the left there, you'll see the other shortcut, and then because I was concentrating on that so much, I've completely missed my speed boosts. Get into that little corner there and jump. Get this one, jump boost. Get around this corner, swing wide, get that one. Oh, fluff it up. That's alright. Keeping the coin in the hand in order to make sure that if the ghosty appears, it's only going to take a coin, it's not going to take absolutely everything. And there, you've got to go onto there, take your mushroom boost, and you jump across, and you land pretty much here. And then to your right hand side, you'll see that little ramp. That is also a really, really good one to take, especially if you hold onto your mushroom right towards the end. And then use it. I've managed to go from 8th place to 1st place just by doing that little shortcut. Let's try to do this one. Come on, can't see a thing. Where's my windscreen wipers? Oh no, blue shell of death. Oh dear. That was not smart. But luckily enough, I never claimed to be smart. Beach race is up next. Oh, I like this one very much indeed. You can go very, very quick. If you don't like me. Right, so drift into this corner. Drift wide in order to get these coins, and on speed runs you always take this left hand side one in order to get these coins straight away. That's obviously the slower route though. Try to take these coins, and there you go. You're almost at 9 coins already. So we're going to drift around this corner. And we're going to jump on this one, and we're just going to continually drift. I'm not going to take the speed boost off this one, and this gets us to a purple boost where we can just zoom right through the middle, get maximum speed. Jump on this one, to the left hand side you'll see the ramp, where you can take that one for the shortcut if you get mushrooms, but too fast to get mushrooms. And then we don't need to take that wide route to get all of the coins, so we're going to take this far quicker route. Get all the speed boosts we possibly can. Drift around. There we go, defend. Into drift straight away. Off drift jump. Into a drift. And just keep on continuing along. Purple power boost. Fantastic. Missed that boost. See that that shortcut a lot better there. It's a fantastic one to take. Like a race never really starts until the final lap anyway. So you want to build up some items and save them until until as late as you possibly can. Like on most of these Grand Prix, what I normally do is I'd let everyone go past me. Wait until around the first bend and then set off. And that way you end up getting a heck of a lot of really powerful items before you power into the lead. Doesn't always work because, like as I say, the lightning of doom comes down and you get absolutely wasted. But sometimes you can be really sneaky and stay behind the leader and try and stay as much as possible out of trouble. And sometimes you get to keep a hold of it right until the end and then just sneak past them. Tends to work a lot better at higher speeds. Lower speeds, you're getting your technique exactly right. You're getting those drifts into the corner, trying to cut those corners. It perfects your technique. But like speed runs also perfect your technique as well. What I quite like doing is on the speed, like on the speed trials, is like view the ghost and then view the ghost's racing, and that really helps to bring you on quite a bit. This track is the bane of my existence. I lost count of the amount of times that I tried to get 3 stars on 200cc's. That was always this race that tripped me up. So what we're doing here is just drifting, and then we've got to get down as quickly as possible to get that speed up. And then we're going to try and jump as much as possible. And then jump through here because you get that sideways drift from the water, but if you jump, you mitigate that quite a bit. Now you can jump here, and jump here, and then what you have if you've got mushrooms is you can take that corner, cut that corner really, really fine in between those 2 rocks, or possibly between the embankment and the rocks. What we're going to do is try to avoid the mushroom. The banana. Well, I didn't take my old advice there and alter my line. Linky boy, Linky boy! It's the first bit of excitement. Drifting into that corner. And again. Jump! Jump, jump, jump! Oh, that drove straight into that banana. But you see how it's making the race really, really close here? You see Link is quite hot on the trail, and he's also going to take the shortcut as well, which is going to make him even quicker. It's just one of those ones where it's really difficult to get a really good lap time on this one, because they're all trying to get you as quickly as possible. Yeah. See that banana, that sticky banana on the side? Oh. It's breaking into that corner as hard as I could. The speed boost was good, but it just wasn't appropriate. And then collect the fruit on the ground as well. That's my next top tip, is to get the fruit on the ground, and the fruit give power boosts as well. So what you can do is on your first lap is you can pretty much ride into one of the trees by mistake, and that'll drop some fruit, and then you can go back around on the next lap and make that time up. There we go. 3 stars. Halfway done. Halfway! Make it go quicker. Who are we going to pick? I've never been a shy guy. We'll go for red shy guy. What card are we going to go for? Never really used this card either. We're going to go for a flying squirrel. Stun that man. Moo Moo Meadows. There's not a great deal of shortcuts on Moo Moo Meadows, but you can if you keep your wits about you. Get a great deal of shortcuts. Speed boosts even good. What am I saying? There we go. Jump into a power slide, and we're going to try and keep as wide as we can, because every time you get, like every time it goes from blue to orange to purple on your drifts, it makes the turn and cycle tighter. So you've got to take that as wide as you can. As you see, I didn't take that widely enough. Now here's your opportunities. And if you do find yourself on a patch of grass, just jump. The less contact you have with the ground at that point, the better. Oh, do you see it? All of those bananas are on your driving line, so you've got to change up your driving line just slightly tweak it every time, and if you do that, you'll be perfectly fine. Do you see those bananas there, right in the coins? Go. Tempted to destroy, but it's so slow move. Like half tempted to go and lay a banana in front of Link, but he was so slow it didn't really matter. I've lapped up to about 9th place now. See ninth place in front of me. There we go. It's one of the first times I've seen the ghost, isn't it? There we go, Bullet Bill. And then what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the gopher tracks so that we can get the speed boosts. There we are, lapped up to 9th. Up to 8th. So we had 8th in front of us there. This track took me a while to get a hold of at 200cc, merely because I wasn't thinking about braking at all. So I would go around this corner, and I would do the counter drift here, and then I would just end up straight in the wall. There's a few good techniques to get you shortcuts. So jump off here, and you can. Just on this corner on the left hand side there where the tyres are, you can zoom around there, or you can come off the track and get that one on the right hand side, that ramp. One of the best ones is on this corner here where all of the tyres are, is you can do what I did on the 50cc. You can cut that corner there, you can cut through this corner here. There's unlimited scope for mushroom power boosts and shortcuts through them. I forgot about the lay-by there. If you go around there, then there's one of those orange speed boost panels, like this one. And that's quite a handy one if you're lagging behind. You can go out through there and get a sneaky victory if you're in second place but unable to pass. Oh, felt sure I was going to get him. God, that was close. And again, we're going to keep off the middle line because that's where bullet bills go. There we are. See, Cat Peach is taking it. There, that was like a sneaky little shortcut. I do quite like Shy Guys. I don't know why I don't race with them more often. Maybe it's because the smaller characters, you get faster acceleration but lower top speed. I quite like a mixture of the both, so I'll go for like Peach or what's the one called? Is it Mario Galaxy? The lady in Mario Galaxy, quite like her as a character. Waluigi and of course the heavier characters like Donkey Kong and Bowser, Dry Bowser. But if you make a mistake with them, then you get penalised because you're slow acceleration. So that if you find yourself bashing off many things, it's probably best to stick with the smaller characters who have much quicker acceleration. Now we're going to drift around here, in order to collect these. Maybe able to get This is not good for demonstration game. Stop. So take a wide line through there, but you can see that that's going to be a shortcut if you've got a mushroom. Yeah. I've learned my lesson. I've learnt my lesson. Oh no, come on! being brutal. I'm going to show you the other shortcut, or one of multiple shortcuts. So we're going to jump off here, and we're just going to go straight on into the water, and then use a mushroom to zoom through there. You can see on the left hand side in the water there's also shortcuts, so I'll take that one on the next pass through. Try and cut that corner as quickly as possible. Get these two jumps in. I think I've way got enough time to be able to cross them. I'll show you the one on the left hand side. Yeah, so you can come off, and then these are wider ramps that we can hit as well. And then we come back onto the road. There's also like a little power boost there, power ramp there. So theoretically you can pretty much drive as the crow flies. Oopsies. There we go. Beat the blue shell! If it wasn't for the trucks on this one, this would be, without doubt, the most boring track of the lot. But you can see all of the gold coins are on the left-hand side of the track in those little, want of a better word, laybys. So we're going to drift around all of the curvy sections, try to collect as many things as we can. We're going to drift right around this one. And in this lay-by, first 4 coins. And then in between these cars, we've also got an opportunity to collect some. No! And you lose them all, but plenty more in this lay-by, and then we're going to drift around this corner. Got to try and take this wide. And then if you jump up here, you can get power boosts. I'm going to take this line. Much easier than weaving through traffic. But you've got to keep an eye on these trucks. On the roof of the trucks, it's got some little ramps that we can jump off. So if we go here, drift over this truck, then if I hadn't fluffed that up, you could have saw that on the top of those trucks there, there was plenty of little ramps that you can, if you can land on the roof, you can then jump off those, get more speed boosts. Mini turbos. Shouldn't call them speed boosts. Mini turbos. Don't blame me for tooting your horn. That was terrible. And for the final pass. You can probably see that I was debating whether to take that surfboard, but then I just dodged it. Bottled it in the last second. Oh, that was mean. Right, we're going to take this ramp here. Can't take anything else. And see, when you're out by yourself, it's just a boring track. And it's just the traffic that trips you up. Hi, SSA. Sir? How's it going? There we go, 3 stars. Me too. Got plenty of coffee. Got Mario Kart. What more could you expect out of life? Who we're going to be next? I think it's Wario time. I've never driven in this before. I don't really fancy it. Let's see. Let's go for the Galleon. I think Wario quite suits the Galleon. So we're nearly there on 50cc. I reckon another hour or so. We should be able to clear it. Doesn't really help drifting around there, to be fair. But it's theatrical. Offline? What's offline? What have I done now? Oh yes, oh, sorry. We're just doing the 50cc. Yeah. I was just talking about that earlier. I was practicing the time trials. And it's made us a lot faster on the online games. So I was consistently coming in 9th on the worldwide one. And as soon as I aced all of the time trials, it really sped us up. I came in like, there was one that I came in like 4 that I came in first. Which has never ever happened before, which I was really chuffed at. Especially with it being worldwide as well. The regional ones, especially where I come from, the European ones, God, I was getting absolutely devastated. And the worldwide ones seem to be easier. But yeah, what I was wanting to do is just do like a walkthrough of all of the different Grand Prix, and then move on to time trial and stuff. So you can see there where the bits of ruins go down. There's loads of opportunities to take shortcuts through here, but you've got to have mushrooms in order to do it. And when you're way out in the lead, it doesn't want to be generous to you at all. My brother's in Hong Kong. You went over there for banking. You worked for HSBC and a few other banks in Hong Kong. Still there now. What's it like in Japan? Like weather-wise at the moment? This track, there's loads of opportunities for shortcuts. However, I've only perfected one. Drift around that corner. Again, making sure that we get as many coins as possible. I've seen people on 200cc's fly along, do you know, the riverbed that's on the left hand side there? Fly along there. Never been able to perfect that. Now here we get the opportunity of jumping over the gopher lands. I'd love to be able to showcase more, but yeah, it really is crazy, isn't it? 200cc. It's all about braking. I've managed to do all of the 200cc's, but I'm trying to do the time trials on 200cc's. God, that's difficult. I got too greedy. No, I use all different sorts of characters. I quite like, I was just explaining before that I quite like the middle range characters. So I quite like using Mario, Luigi, Peach, and then the heavier characters too I quite like. So Bowser, Dry Bowser. The lighter characters, I don't tend to use that much. I just used Shy Guy before. I quite enjoyed using him. But I remember back in the day of Mario 64, I always used to have Toad. Always Toad. Very much enjoyed this one. So much opportunity for drift. So first of all, we're going to drift around turn 1 and turn 2 if it allows me. It does. Perfect. Straight into counter drift. And again, it kind of reminds us of the Luigi track where you drift all of the time. Apart from on this straight and the other straight. Yeah, Rosalina, I really like her. She seems to have the right balance in between acceleration and top speed as well. It's a really nice middle ground that she has. Oh, it's being sneaky. That banana was right on my racing line. What's your favourite kart combination? I wonder where the shortcuts are on this track. I've never really looked before. I've always been so happy and contented with drifting. Game's pummeling me. Yeah, I can imagine. I quite like Mr. Scooty, but that's like on twisty turny tracks. Yossi bike. Use that next. I can't remember actually using that. So we're going to jump off that tree root. Power boost here, power boost there, power boost everywhere. To collect those coins, and then we're going to go into red drift straight away to get up here. Let's try to get down on the floor as quickly as possible so that we'll reduce air time. Oh, not quick enough! Through that attempt. Well, I was watching lots of time trials, and they say that that everyone has, like every track pretty much has its own different combination, which are the best to drive around. But I don't know, I think that if you feel comfortable with what you've got, then there's no need to change it really. Way far too close to that. Very much like that shortcut there. Yeah, I didn't realise that this galleon was so good. Like I've never used that either. I tend to stick to the same combinations too. Oh no! I got the speaker, but I was fumbling with the drift at the same time. It doesn't matter. I'm expecting a lightning. Just as I said it. Yeah, I was expecting a lightning strike. then I'm just half expecting a blue shell to come up here somewhere. It does like punishing you, this game. Oopsies. Just managed to make it in time. There we go, the blue shell, but it doesn't matter. You can kind of predict what the game's going to do. There we go, 3 more stars. Let's see who we're going to be next. Fancy Dry Bones. Again, he's a lighter character, but fine with that. Which one was it? Yossi Bike. The Yoshi Bike. Well, why not? Let's give it a shot. So we've got 4 more Grand Prix to do. And that'll be me signing off and grabbing some lunch. This one on 200cc is insane. It's got quite a tight drift, is this? Yeah, I quite liked Waluigi, but I don't want to get tied into using like all of the same stuff all of the time. I know it's a bit strange, but oof. How naughty. Yeah, you certainly get tight cornering with this Yoshi bug. Yeah, the Wild Wriggler, such a good kart. I've not actually used that yet, that reminds me. Look at that one. But that combination, I mean, it's a fantastic combination, especially at higher speeds. But when you do it at lower speeds, I don't think that I'm trying to stay away from the lower speed vehicles for the time being. Like, because we're going to be doing 50cc, 100cc, 150cc, and then 200. So especially on those lower ones, we're going to be doing faster vehicles, but less manoeuvrable. Yeah, I've noticed online. I once did a race where there was 9 Waluigis all in the Wrigglers. I stuck out like a sore thumb because I was using different characters. Quite difficult to get the hang of the drift in this one. You can see I'm bashing against all of the walls. Places where I would normally drift, I'm having to take far wider, but you get your drift boost very quickly in it. Always like to try new things. Oh, go away, Shy Guys. 11! God. Did you stand out in the crowd because you went for something different? Being different's cool, man. So I keep telling myself. Do, 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 do. Is that the third blue shell I've got? I'm about to lap a Shy Guy. That's probably why it's not very happy with me. Yeah, it's good. I think this is... the Yoshi bike is really good. When you get the hang of having to drift much later than you normally would. Yeah, I seem very attracted to blue shells. But it's okay, when I'm well out in the lead, they can do what the heck they want. Really like this one. Oh. Late drifty. You can see that I'm quite tempted to take the drifts far earlier than what I should in this kart. Perfect. Oh, not so perfect. I like to take this lower line because I like to take advantage of the bounce boost here. Do, do, do. Oh, God, I nearly fell down. Yeah, it can be, but I think how I'm managing in my head is I'm drifting, like I'm going into the drift far later than what I normally would in a standard buggy, and that seems to be treating me okay. I was reading about the sort of drifts that it initiates, like bikes. I think have something called a counter drift, which is why the feel is so much different. We'll get down on the floor, and we'll take advantage of the bounce. All of my instincts say that I should be power boosting far earlier than what I... But it's okay. Oh. Yeah, you're right. I am a blue shell magnet. But at least I've got these mushrooms to... Oh no. I've got the speaker now. I'll be able to defend. That's until the call down lightning and take it off me. There, and normally I would go into a drift right there, right in the middle as soon as I come out the other one, but I've been waiting. Again, it doesn't seem to be costing us any time, other than when I smash into the wall. Do, do, do. Oh, and I just jumped over the mushroom as well. No. Nice. Well, this is only my second ever stream. So what I'm hoping to do is kind of build up a little bit of a community and then have community races. But I assume that that'll take some time. This is going to be interesting because I quite like drifting among most of the track here. But this is going to be very different. Yes, very different indeed. You really can turn a tight corner in this. Very tight indeed. Oh. Again, my instincts are saying that I should drift far quicker. Oh dear. Oh, I've built up quite a healthy lead. Yeah, it is an inward drift, isn't it? Just going to try to keep this wide. Whew. I felt a bit out of control, but everything's okay. See that banana skin right on my line? Oh. Given a little bit more time, I'll be perfect. There. They like to lay bananas, I like to lay bananas too. Being quieter than usual, so I'm just trying to get the hang of it. Oof. Yes, far wider than I usually, like far later than I normally would go onto a drift. But you get your drift boosts quite quick. Yeah, quite like it. I'm always looking for new things to try as well. I don't like to get stuck in my ways. I think if you get stuck in your ways, then you can't adapt. Right, who will have it next? Isabel. We're going to go for Isabel. And I think we'll go for City Tripper. Why not? Last 3 races. This is another one where I don't like to take the air route. Thank you, Kotomi. So on a speed run, you would take this outside route and collect all of the coins. The first lap on a speed run's always really slow. And then it's this one that I was talking about where I don't like to take the top route. I always like to take the bottom route to make sure that I stay in contact with the road. And the other little technique that I've learned just recently is that you can jump off these ones. Off the spinning cogs. And then I like to drift around here and get a little bit of a jump, keep drifting and get the power boost up here. Is it just me, or does Isabel kind of sound like an inkling? Oh, it just caught us before I could get that banana ready. I think the dynamics of this city tripper is pretty similar to Mr. Scooty. No, I don't think I have either. But I thought, well, let's do a little bit of fun. Right, so I'm going to try taking this power boost, go into a drift, see if that can maximise some time. Yeah, I quite like doing that. Again, we're going to take the low route. Oh, we're starting to lap. Oh, let's put bananas down so I can, on my route. And have a banana right in the middle. Yeah, it is quite cute. I love Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing's. I've done 7 islands so far to 5-star standard. I was going to do an Animal Crossing stream today. I don't know why. Chose Mario Kart. Obviously, I was in a Mario Kart mood. I'm going to stream next on Thursday about the same time, so I might do an Animal Crossing there, like walk through from the start. I was just cruising about on the internet the other day, and I noticed there was speed runs of Animal Crossing, which is how fast you can get to I think it was 3-star standards. Now I take this outside line so that I can get a speed boost off this pipe, zip around the corner and get this other speed boost. It's really good. It is 36 minutes past 1 in the afternoon, so just after lunchtime. Must be night time in Japan now, is it? Oh, again. Not quick enough. Yeah. 9:30. Oh. Just an unexpected speed boost. Get the nighttime chores out of the way. I changed back far quicker than I thought. I wonder if I can take the line that takes me up top. jet isn't on. Mushroom! Oh no! This track with its disappearing sides, especially when 200cc, God, it's a nightmare. Good challenge though, very good challenge. My natural instinct is to take that lower path, that one that I just drifted around. And I hear tails at the outside one's far quicker. Maybe I'll try it on this time around. Yeah! I could never get that corner right. Especially at like the higher speeds again. Oh, I said I was going to take that outside route and I've taken the inside route. Next time, next lap. Oh, straight through the fire. Let's get defended. Get that shell behind me. Yeah, it does not. It just takes out all of the bits of the track that I seem to think that I need. Right. So, wide. I'm going to take this wide. There. Did it this time. I don't know whether that feels quicker or not. Blue shell. Take it easy, cut to me. Cut to me. Thank you. Victory! Let's do this. I'm sure these change places as well, these rings. Unless I'm getting myself confused with the mirror races. Oof. I was chasing that bump and that ripple in the track to try and get that speed boost. But again, I'm keeping that coin in my hand to prevent the evil ghosty from coming and pinching it. Oh, speed boosts! Loads of speed boosts! Very much like this track. But I think that the first Rainbow Road that you come across, that's one of the best, in my humble opinion. Ooh, I just hooked on the track there. Perfect. That's it, almost all of 50cc done. Let's try to take us through the highlights, through the credits. We haven't been Link yet. No, we haven't. We haven't used the Wild Wriggler. The penultimate one. That it's lunchtime. There's many sneaky shortcuts on this track. So we're going to get some drifting done, get some speed boosts, get past Mr. Boo, and we're going to go into a drift as quickly as possible, go into a counter drift, and we're going to go wide and in and jump off here. That's your first one. There's many different ways that you can do this track. Quite pleased to see that we've got all of the coins. We'll drift off here. Now we're going to show you a really sneaky little shortcut. Right there, just follow that trolley. Always try to get those little side tracks, those little jumps. It's stealing everything! Oh no, too wide. Oh, okay, that's how not to do it. Now the shortcut that I showed you, that is not easy to do at higher speeds. But it's perfectly viable to do on 50cc like this. Gotta rush through, but speed boosts plenty. Quickly turn in, and that's how you do it! That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take a wider route out here. That's another way of tackling that corner. Because without a lot of practice it can be really difficult getting that corner jump done. With a little speed jump, boost, drift, speed boost. There's a far better line through that shortcut, but I forgot to take that jump at the end. Victory! I remember playing this on the SNES, this particular one, and I was no good at it. I'd always end up off the track, never on it. Luckily I've improved with age. Not improved that much. Safest line here is in between those two. I've been trying to... Oh, trying not to fall off the map. So it's this this particular part here I've been trying to perfect. So I want to get this jump, and then I want to get to the jump at the end, and then I want to drift around that corner, go on that middle jump, and end up here. I've never successfully managed it though. Like, I can get the jumps, but I just can't make them accurate enough to stick. It's no big deal. One day I'll get it. Eye of the tiger. There we go, successfully counted that. I wonder when the blue shell's going to come. Right, there, and then... Oh. It's millimetres that make the difference. Try to stay away from the middle line, as bullet bills, they always take the middle line as much as possible. And there's some really good shortcuts on this one. I'll show you my preferred route. And I'll try to take some sneaky shortcuts. take the yellow line, and we're going to come off in the green here, and we're going to try and take a massive drift, and we're going to try and take this line here. Oh! Wasted! And then, provided that you hit that right, you could come off here, down the side, and take this sneaky little route and all. I'm going to take this one, and we're going to get these spinny boosts. As many coins as we can lay our hands on to gain that top speed. And that's the other one. Didn't hit it perfectly. Wasn't really expecting to be honest. I'm going to try and get this one done. Oh no! Just as I'd absolutely aced it, I took exactly the right line on that one. And that's a prime example of why you've got to keep that coin rather than equipping weapons straight away, because that ghost will come and just pinch them all. Oh. And I guess with me failing that, really shows that that these shortcuts on this track, unless you absolutely ace them, are not really going to be that helpful. Third time. Usually, like 50% of the time I can normally get that one right. But it's so dodgy, I don't normally take that route, I just take the other one. And that one you can get right quite a lot of the time, which is why I take that one. I really enjoy this circuit. I've just mastered it at a 200cc speedrun of this one. And there's some very good routes that you can take. Like there's a shortcut on the corner here. I like to get both of these speed boosts, so I tend to ignore the one on the corner. I've also seen that there's a quick way of opening your parachute as well, where you drift and go out to the far left-hand side, and it brings out the parachute a lot quicker. But I guess that's like for effective speedruns and things. And on this corner you can cut that corner, especially at 200cc's, and if you go to the right and go through there and do a few hops, you can actually take that corner without actually having mushrooms, which is always good. Again, I'll ignore that in favour of getting the 2 speed boosts. Well, there's 1 in this case. And they go kind of something like that, and then it just opens up, and then they have to drift back in. Evidently, I've not mastered it. Yeah, and it's something like this, you go whee, and then bounce through a couple of times, but obviously this is 50cc. If it was 200cc, then you could quite easily do that, and I have done that in order to beat the top time. Really wide line in order to get that power boost. That ghost can do what it likes. Got this in the bag. Oh, I didn't realise I've been streaming for this amount of time. Right, so we've got one more Grand Prix to go and then we're signing off. Got to have my lunch. Very late lunch. Who are we going to be next? This is the big question. I think Rosalina, and we're going to go for standard quad. There we go. And the last one, a 50cc. This particular track took me a while to be able to master. There's opportunities to be able to take a great deal of shortcuts, but it's usually with mushrooms again, and I'm not getting any mushrooms because I'm way in the lead. Being careful in order to get all of the coins. Don't know whether you can see that butterfly that's flying around my office. And again, I'm trying to minimise airtime. What I found most difficult was on 150 and 200cc is not this area here, because you brake hard into this area. It's here where it's unguarded, and I wasn't able to smash into walls to be able to do that. To be able to get that corner right is what I meant. Oh, brutal. There's benefits to having those lightning strikes. Stuff all strewn all over the track. And whereas I shouldn't have mushrooms, now I really do. Yep, mushrooms. Perfect. I can only hope that those bananas are going to impede the people behind me as much as the electric shock impeded me. Victory! This is one of my favourite races. It can be quite annoying, but I'm going to show you some sneaky shortcuts. Hopefully I'll be able to nail them. So what we do is we drift wide on this one. I just take the whole corner as one large drift. Purple power boost. Then we'll go straight into a drift here. Straighten out. And again, a big long drift. So here is where the shortcut is. I try not to jump about. And then we've got to go here. And there. That's your first one. Your second one is right here. Oh hell. Missed it. My apologies. We'll get that second time round, surely. And then your shortcut is through those pillars with a mushroom, and that really takes a lot of time off. And again, making sure to hold that coin in place regardless of defense, because if a ghosty comes along it's going to pinch the coin, but not all of my lovely bananas that will defend me on that final lap, because the race doesn't really start until that final lap. There we are, we're going to take this corner of the drift, we're going to drive through, we're going to try not to drift, get a drift, and there we are, through here, and we're going to turn. Yes! Perfect. Yeah, my dog's in the background. There we go. So nicely demonstrated all of the shortcuts. Oh! I am a blue shell magnet. Oh no! It's no big deal. I know there was nobody behind, but it was fun just to lay the trap. This particular race is an absolute nightmare when you're trying to get through the trains, I want to say the metro. It's what we have up north here, is we have the metro system. In London they would have the underground. No, nice jump. try to take this side one. So, you get a power boost all the way through here, and then the shortcut is just through there, it's the green bit. So if you had a mushroom, you could take that and cut a little bit off the corner, and then race ahead of people. It's all about knowing your sneaky shortcuts. Having parallel this train does not make me feel good. When I was doing the time trials, I just kept on getting knocked off all the time by these trains, but they don't seem to be causing too much problems this time around. Take this top route because it feels a lot quicker, and if you're nimble enough on your fingers, then you should be able to get lots of power boosts around there. Again, I've got that gold coin in my hand, which is going to prevent the ghost from taking it. However, it's not going to stop a lightning strike. I'll try to race through here before it cuts me off. Good, 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 good. There's nobody close enough to be able to cause me too much problems. I don't need to think about boosts too much either. But still taking them, it's force of habit. There we are. Luckily I've not smashed into too many trains. Oh, I should have used that. That's another good top tip, is if you've got that that sound beacon, then if the squid comes down, you can activate it and it'll just blast it away, so you don't have to cope with all of the ink. Hello, Javiev. Hello from England. The north of England. What's it like in sunny Spain? I've been really trying with this track. I think this is the final one. It's one particular shortcut which I'll show you. Or attempt to show you anyway. Right, Drifty Drift. Close in the corner. Pull it out to get the coins. Many speed boosts. Got 10 coins, so we're going maximum speed. Again, the speed trials, you go on around here. I'm not skilled enough just yet. So I'm just going to take the outside line on the green travelators. Try to make contact with the ground as quickly as possible, and then we're going to do a jump. We're going to take this top route. And, oh no, what I wanted to show was the jump that goes there. But I've taken a sneaky route anyway. But that wasn't the route that I was wanting to take. I hit the wall. Well, it just goes to show that you can improvise with it, which I think is an important point. The next one, the next shortcut that I've noticed, should be coming up very soon. Oh no! I'd forgotten I was actually racing with anyone because I haven't been hit by anything in such a long time. So it should be coming up just on the left hand side here. Here. There. Perfect. Oh no. And that takes out that corner. And now if you had a mushroom, we could then fly through here And then that would cut off the, that would finish off the race. And that is it, done. All of 50cc done at 3-star level. We've done well, folks. Thank you very much for joining me. Next time, we'll do all of 100cc, and that will be on Thursday, starting at 11, finishing about 2 o'clock-ish. So thank you very much for joining me. Much appreciated. I'll also be posting this up on YouTube as well, so if you do feel like watching the entire stream, then you can certainly do so, and watch it back on YouTube. Watch it as many times as you like. Thank you very much.